Hey there, it's Bloom here. For those of you who watch my channel regularly and have been giving me a hard time about my little side ponytail, I have I have my hair down today. You won't see this very often. Looks like we're a little crooked here too, trying to. Okay, so but enough about me. Let's talk about my hair. Want to share a little bit today about activations and how I came to connect with activations and why I like them, why I feel that they're important, why I offer them. I love sharing activations. I love receiving activations. And most of the activations I've received have been not from other humans leading it. It's been from energies that I work with in the realms. And gosh, how many years ago? Whenever I try to think how many years ago it was, I can never remember. But years ago, I was in a healing session. I was receiving in a healing session and working with someone that I feel very safe with and very comfortable with. And so I was really able to go deep. And I found myself, I want to say a rebirthing experience, but it wasn't quite that. It was more like fully remembering before I chose to incarnate. So my experience before I chose to become a third dimensional experience. So before I was even in my mother's womb, before I was even a thought in her womb, my experience of how I prepared for that and how I was prepared for that. And something that I saw, and here's the thing, it's different for everybody. We all have our own visuals, we all have our own symbolism. So this is just the symbolism that came to me because it made sense for me and it gave me a way to understand and have a third dimensional container for what I was experiencing, which our human brains need. So I'm not going to go into the whole thing. I just want to go into the piece right before I incarnated. It doesn't mean I was in my mother's womb per se, but I incarnated onto the planet as a possibility of showing up in my mother's womb. So it might sound kind of silly and it sounds really simple too, but it was this, it was almost like being an astronaut. That's the only thing I can think of. That's why I think it sounds kind of silly, but it's not silly. It was really profound. But I felt like I was this cosmonaut, this astronaut, stepping into the portal, stepping into the vehicle. But the vehicle was me. It was also like light, my light body. It was a whole thing. And so I could see like the council, the galactic council that was basically, setting me off on my journey, but I was inside the vehicle, so to speak, making my way here to the earth. But right before I did that, I saw that on the inside of my own personal vehicle, for lack of a better word, were all these notes that I had for myself to help me remember. Some of them were like hieroglyphics. Some of them were number sequences. There were all these notes all inside this vehicle, this container. And it I was putting all that there to help me remember all the things I wanted to remember when I got here, because we all know how that goes. Like, it feels like our whole journey is just to remember all the stuff that we knew before we got here. So I remember when I completed that session and I was trying to explain to the person I was working with that part of the experience, I said it felt like energetic sticky notes. Like I had left little, the little sticky notes that you write the little note, you stick the, right? That's what it felt like, was all around me. All around, and I was like trying to take it all in. I got to remember this and this. I want to remember. Okay. And it felt like energetic sticky notes. And then I realized that the people in my life, for all the different reasons that people come into our lives, but people are energetic sticky notes to help you remember stuff. Experiences are energetic sticky notes, right? And activations are like energetic sticky notes. They're those notes and that information that you know inside, but the mind hasn't necessarily remembered. So when we receive an activation, we're turning that information on, so to speak. We're activating it. We're lighting it up in your energetic grid so that you will remember what you already know. It's already within you. I know that can seem really cheesy and sometimes people get tired of hearing it. But with the activation, we can actually activate what's already within you that you knew before you got here. So it's another form of energetic sticky note. And I love energetic sticky notes. So I love to receive activations from my guides in the realms, and I love to share activations. And when I share them online now with groups of people, I'm bringing the journey in and bringing the information in, but it's really the beings in the realms who are activating you and lighting up all those things that you are ready to really remember and embody. So one of the many reasons for connecting with activations, and another fun story of my experience of discovery and journey as a human on this planet. So I just want to share that story and share about activations. And please do check out the activations on my website, bloompost.com. There's recordings of all the ones that I've already done, and then we've got some coming up live. I like to offer them regularly for folks, and everybody's welcome. You don't even have to know what an activation is. It will support you. It will help you remember your inner wisdom, and it will definitely help you expand more fully into your personal integrity and sovereignty and personal power with a big P. Your medicine in the world, so to speak, your gifts. So check those out at bloompost.com, and please do subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay connected for more comments or content. You comment, I'll bring content. Bloompost at YouTube. Thanks so much. Have a beautiful day.